I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough of today's do now. So here we're going to be distributing and combining like terms in the same problem. So here's the first setup. Notice that we have here a 3 multiplied with the set of parentheses here. So this is where the distribution is going to occur. The 7y is a term we're not going to do anything with this, and the 3z is not a part of the distribution, just the 3. And keep in mind, whatever the sign is in front, that's going to be important. So essentially what you're doing is you're going to be distributing a -3. So if you ignore the 7y, this is a -3 we're distributing. So I'm going to bring down my 7y, -3 times -6. I get positive 18, and don't forget the variable z. And then again, a -3 times a positive 7 is -21. My variable is y. This is not a part of the distribution, so I'll just bring that down. That gives me 3z. So again, keep track of your signs. If you distribute a negative, everything here will become opposite. Opposite of that, positive. Opposite of that, minus. Next, you just have to combine like terms. So I have a 7y minus 21y. Don't be afraid to use your calculators, so you don't have to worry too much about the calculations. All you have to worry about is which ones are like terms, and if you're adding or subtracting them. So 7y minus 21y is negative 14y. Then I have left the positive 18z plus 3z gives me positive 21z. And then I'm going to circle my answer. Here we have number 2. Notice we have 2 distributions. We're going to distribute a -4 here. And here we're going to distribute a positive 2 into this expression here. So again, always be very, very conscious of your signs. So a -4 times -2, I get positive 8, and it's a W. And then again, we're almost like ignoring this here. Now it's -4 times -4. It gives me positive 16. There's a Z there, so I'll bring down my variable Z. And then here we're distributing a positive 2. So when I distribute a positive, my signs are going to remain unchanged. Positive 2 times negative. This is really just a 1z. So positive 2 times -1 is -2z. And then positive 2 times positive 6 is positive 12w. So constantly keep referring to the signs. Positive 2 times positive 6. What is that answer? Over here, -4 times -4. So constantly be aware of those signs. So just say them out loud or in your head. Next, I identify my like terms. So I have 8w and 12w. So 8w plus 12w is 20w. And then I have positive 16z minus 2z. That gives me positive 14z. And that's my final answer because these are not like terms. We're all done. All right, example number 3, we're distributing just a negative here. Don't forget, you can put a 1 there if it helps. We're distributing a -1. So here we have -w. We're only distributing the -1 here. So whatever is not being multiplied with your parentheses, you just bring those terms down. -1 times -6 is positive 6x. -1 times positive 2 is -2w. And then this is my term. I bring down my 5x. And now we look for like terms. So I have -w, -2w. Remember, this is just really -1w. So -1 minus 2 is -3w. And then I have my remaining terms. Positive 6x plus 5x is positive 11x. Then I circle my answer and I'm all set. And in example number 4, we have to distribute a positive 2 here. Again, positive 2 is being multiplied with each of these terms. This term is not being distributed, so I'll bring this down. -4w. Positive 2 times positive 3z is positive 6z. Positive 2 times -5. So remember, it's like you ignore this. Positive 2 times -5 is -10w. And I'm done with my distribution. I bring down my plus z. Next, you identify your like terms. So -4w, -10w. So -4 minus 10 is -14w. And then I have positive 6z plus a 1z is positive 7z. And that's my final answer for that.